What's brackin', guys? Welcome to episode 1 of season 2 of my Granada career mode. Get right in this episode looking at the budget. So 6.5 million euros, not bad. 30,000 euro wage budget. So we see how we can do with that. And of course, they were happy with our season league objective. They want us to finish mid-table again. And so, that's nothing. And domestic cup performance, basically, if we appear in the domestic cup, we're fine. They want us to be in the round of 32. And we're already in the round of 32, automatically, so it doesn't make much sense. But, yeah, it's not too bad. But you'll see, huge thing here. I was talking about in the last episode of Season 1. We're going to list Youssef Al-Arabi for transfer. He's going to be available on the transfer market, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And you'll see we already get an offer in for Cordoba. He's definitely not leaving. He was just so tremendous. He was third in the Golden Boot race last season. And Olympique Lyon, that's a quality team going in for El Arabi. So we're actually going to try to get a little bit more, get double his value, basically. That's what we're going to aim for. So, of course, he's getting up there in age. This is the peak time to really, cash in on him. I don't see him growing way too much, so we really just kind of want to push things up. So we go for 9 million euros. It's not bad at all. That's basically, I'm terrible at math, but I think that's double his price. And so Olympique Lyon went in for that offer. They reviewed the asking price and decided to match and go ahead with the deal. So that's tremendous. That's going to bring in quite a bit of money. And you'll see, I really want some suggestions on some guys to bring. I actually have some guys, I'm scouting myself, as you'll see, and made inquiries on. You'll see this guy, Jamal Al-Karni. It looks like it could be a quality player, but of course our scouts aren't the greatest, so he couldn't end up being not so great, but we'll see how that all pans out. And Pete, unfortunately, he was tremendous for us last season. Played in, I think it was every game almost, and he looks like he's going to retire this season, so we'll see how that goes. I'm not sure, if he's going to be making a huge contribution for us. So you'll see some of the guys going out on loan and trying to sell them off. You'll see Success. And another guy, just a young player we want to bring out on loan. He's not going to really see any time with us at all, so we'll see how that goes. And of course, taking a look at Al-Karni, I probably should have let him stay in the youth squad, but he was eligible, and I just took the bait, basically. Decided to sign him, so we'll see how he turns out. Doesn't look that bad at all. He's a great value, I have to say. This is when a guy's really good. Griffiths, the 16-year-old Australian centerman we brought in last season, already got an offer from Werder Bremen. So that usually is the sign that he's going to be a really special player. And take a look at Al-Karni. Nothing really too special, to be honest. But maybe he can develop into a decent player. We'll see how things go. He has a little bit of versatility to him. But look at that, 6'2", for a winger could be really good. So we'll see. Maybe he can, turn into a right back or something. We can see what we can do with him if he turns out well. So we'll see. Alfredo Ortuño got an offer from Real Zaragoza right there. I had to use the Spanish list for that name. Sorry, but you'll see now Emerson Hyman, the young center mid, the American, who was really good for the US U20s in the CONCACAF U20s, and he just really has some good passing stats. He could be amazing next to Griffiths in the middle in the future. Probably build him up in the cup matches. He isn't the biggest of guys, but this is the Spanish league, and honestly, I think you can get by with just good technical players. And then we did that for last season. We did fairly well with just really just technical players who did their job well. Karim Free from Besiktas, look at that sprint speed, agility, acceleration, balance. Looks like a quality winger. And that dribbling, just some tremendous stats, ball control. He could really develop nicely for us. We'll see how he turns out, because he's definitely a good player. I really love scouting the Turkish league. I think there's so many hidden gems there. 21 years old too, so we'll see how much he can grow. Only 5'7", 145 pounds, but again, I don't care too much for stronger wingers or anything, in my opinion, because I don't think we need that in this league or for our squad, to be honest. So this first matchup of the episode, first matchup of the season, is going to be a big one at home. We definitely want to grab the points. Some beautiful scenery there, as you see Winston Reed, the guy we were able to bring in on a pre-contract. It's crazy that we were able to bring him in, and maybe it was a bit unrealistic, but we'll take it. You kind of need to change things up in career mode. I can't really be too realistic, to be honest, because it's really tough with the way the logic of career mode is. So see, 4-3-3 is what we're doing. Bonanoto, of course, was out on loan. Cordoba, Abogué up top. Then Reed is going to be in with Babin, because Murillo is, of course, he's going to be out for another month or so. Then Hutchinson, Iturra and Rico are in the middle, and of course they had the 4-2-3-1 there. So Hutchinson, another guy we were able to bring in on a pre-contract. He's an older midfielder, but man, he's physically imposing. He's about 6'2" or so, and you'll see a great job from Winston Reid to start out the match with a wonderful deflection right there. Great job to block that one. We'll see Fouquet putting the ball in right here. Just some strange stuff. I do not know why that happened. But the ball is going to fall to Cordoba. He's going to take the deflection. He's going to put it in. Really, the defender should have just headed that out, but it's very dangerous. You just never do that at all. But we'll take it, and we'll go up with the 1-0 lead, and we'll see Cordoba scoring again. He was actually in a big drought, I have to say, the end of last season. Despite being third in the Golden Boot race, he probably could have won the Golden Boot if he wouldn't have been in poor form at the end of the season, but the team itself was in poor form at the end of season 1. We'll see deflection again from Winston Reid. He's just such a big player, gets himself in good position defensively to just really stuff things up. See, unfortunately, it's a really good cross in right there off that corner, and you'll see Roberto could have done a lot better probably, but it was a little tough angle, and it's really hard to deflect that. And of course he's getting a little bit older, so maybe what to say is hands aren't as strong anymore or something like that. But you'll see he basically deflected it kind of into the goal, but he was a little blocked. He couldn't really react too soon. That was definitely be difficult either way, as Lucinho ties things up for Deportivo right there. We'll see Iturra playing a good ball to Abogué. He's going to cut back in. He has a lot of space. He's going to finish that. What a tremendous finish from the young Ghanaian center attacking mid who's been deployed out on the wing for this formation, and he's so agile. So, that really just helps him out. He can probably play all over the pitch, I have to say, and just some tremendous stuff from him for what is his first goal with us so far. We'll see Winston Reid went down on this free kick right here into the box, and man, because we're already out, we have Murillo is out for probably another month or so he's going to have to come off with a knock. As you can see, him limping off and Diego Mains. So it's nice that we have a lot of depth defensively, because imagine if that was like Murillo or Mains, we would be stuck to Gomez or Bugaides, one of the probably guys who is very low on the pecking order when it comes to center backs. And we'll see, I do not know what happened with it right there with Roberto, but Cuenca is going to hit the post, thankfully, on the last chance of the game for Deportivo. So we're going to win this first matchup of the season, first matchup of the episode, and the last matchup, I'd say, as that's a tremendous win, but unfortunately Winston Reid is going to be out for 3 weeks, so we'll have to see how that goes. And we have that inquiry back for Karim 3 that we put in earlier. I don't believe I put it out on camera, actually. So we'll actually offer Sissoko, who really did not play much at all last season, as well as 4 million euros for him. I just think he can be a tremendous player. 75-year-old, 21-year-old, a 21-year-old, could definitely be a huge player for our squad. We'll offer Yuste along with 1 million euros for Emerson Hyman. That's tremendous for a guy who I think could be really good, and they actually do accept the offer, so that's good. We're going to be able to get rid of one of our center defensive mids that's really not going to see any playing time, as well as get a quality player for very cheap. So you'll see they want a little bit more, so we're just going to offer 5 million euros instead, and just up it up by 1 million euros, see if they're going to take the offer. If not, I'm willing to pay more for him, honestly. So we're going to take a look at, the next episode. We'll have some more transfer business. We'll love some suggestions for other players I should bring in, because I still have some guys, I can offload and bring in some other guys, just to clean up the roster a little bit of guys who have unfortunately not been able to, transfer out. So we'll see how that goes. It'll be a 2-match episode along with transfer business. So I'll be running out the episode now, guys. Make sure to leave some suggestions of players to buy in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later.